I'm so sorry. Your website sucks. If that's your business card, it's not a good one. Most of the website look like books. Who's reading that? Not you and not me. Let me tell you a bit more about what I mean with that. But while I do that, I need coffee for this conversation. And I guess you too. So make your coffee. I don't mean to insult you when I say your website sucks, but not often, I think 99% of the time that a business or entrepreneur thinks, oh, I'm going to start my company or this product or this service, and I'm going to make my website, which I think is just your business card, right? It's to give people an idea of what you're doing. But you always write it from your perspective. So you were a customer first, and you're still a customer because you buy things and you browse on the internet and you Google your things, or you see some products or services online on Instagram or TikTok, and you buy it. But then when you work on your own website and you want to sell people things, you start writing from a perspective where I'm like, why? Why would you write it like that? So what do I mean? I mean, you start writing your website like any other company, talking about, how many years you've been doing it. You're talking about the number of experience of customers that you help, how successful you were. But the one thing you don't take into consideration is the way we read websites. We scan through it very quickly. And if the first sentence or the second sentence doesn't attract us, we click away. So capturing your audience, your customers, by writing a book on your first page of your website is not the way to go. Because let's be honest, who wants to hear or read about what you have done so far and how successful you are? Nobody. I'm sorry, nobody. They want to know what your product or service can do, how it relates to them. So instead of writing things like, I'm a job coach and I, graduated in psychology and I have my degree in this and that, and I've been doing 20 years of, human whatever behaviors, or I'm just making shit up, but those shit exist on website. Instead of writing that, how come you don't start your fucking website with, if you start every Monday hating to wake up because you have to work, then something is wrong with your job. I think it's much more relatable. Plus, I am then intrigued to read further. I'd be like, okay, yeah, so what? How do I change this shit? Right? If you are helping people to get their dream job, this is a way to start. Another example would be event planner. Just spoke to one of my friends about it, and why not start that website with, are you done with bowling or cooking with your colleagues, or I don't know what other bullshit bonding events companies are planning. But I'm guessing if you start with that, people can relate and be like, yeah, let's do something else. Hopefully the one who plans it thinks, let's do something else. So mainly your website suck is because you're writing it from your perspective instead of writing it from your customer's perspective. Instead of capturing them with something that's relatable, especially if you're in the service industry, whether you're a coach or training or some other expert, your business card, your pitch, and I'm not only talking about your website, but everything, your pitch, your business card, your website, your one-pager, your freebies, whatever, your Instagram should be focused on the pain point of your customer. It should feel relatable to them. And it should not be a story about how amazing you are. You can pat yourself on the back, offline. So when you start writing your Instagram post, or when you start writing your website or whatever, think about, is this relatable? Another example, one in my field, because I have a lot of competitors who are all promising millions of dollars within, 2 days and without any effort. I call bullshit, but nevertheless, they're catchy phrases, right? It works because people want to get rich and they want to get rich quickly. So it works, and they buy their bullshit product, like an ebook where there's a lot of yada yada yada, but no concrete examples or advice on how to increase your sales, which I love. I bought some of those just because I'm curious what my competitors are doing. But they're good in attracting their customers. So their marketing wise, the way they speak to their clientele or their customers, they do it tremendously well because they know the pain point. People want to get rich. They make amazing headlines. Some of them are also making a book on their website, right? Explaining how long they are in sales, how great they are, that they have secret sauce, secret methodology. It's all bullshit, let me tell you that. And they talk about how many customers they have, how many years they've been doing. It's great. Yes, you can have it on it, but start with capturing your customer with something else. You have your own business. 90% of entrepreneurs are failing it. How would you be part of the 10%? By sales, by selling. That's one way. I'm using it on my website. So that's one way. But your website sucks. Change it. Don't write it from your perspective. Write it from your customer perspective. Cheers.